Hello everybody, welcome. It's finally time. It's that round one feeling. We are here at Bahrain for Ero Ps F3. We're finally back after a long off season. We're on to season 9. I'm by myself today. I'll be your host for probably the whole duration of the season. I steward this tier. I will do the standings for this tier. So this tier is it's a family. Well, I'm hoping it will be anyway, a good one at least. Someone's already spun. Okay, interesting. Let me do all these audio settings first and foremost. Okay. Right. Now we shall go into the first car. That is still I need people to let me know if that's too loud or too quiet, or if I'm too quiet or too loud, or, you know, if I ride on board, because I have no idea. I need someone to let me know in the comments, but if they don't, then deal with it. But we have Alex94, the first car on track. It's fine, okay, thanks. He will be setting the benchmark for others to follow, as I see an Alpine is that Yeast? Yeast is in the donuts. We love to see it. What a legend. Macaulay Beard or Yeast is sending his initiation into F3. Love to see that. Now we should actually get onto the lap. Alex94, as we are migrating host. Why are people leaving? What's going on? Why is everyone leaving? What's happened? Why? Okay. We're restarting. I should leave as well, actually. So, we've gone off to a flying start. Amazing stuff. Let's see if I can get myself in the lobby. Okay, we're back in. Right, bear with us, this shouldn't take too long. We shall only be a few minutes before we can get underway again. I mean, it just shows how F3 is just the best tier of them all. Clearly, we're just the goats. There's nothing else that can be said, really. Just better than everyone. What can we say? That that must be a record in the Ero. Must be a record that we can be proud of as F3. That has to be the quickest restart in history. If it isn't, then I'd be surprised, but Well, we're back again. Sorry about that, I hope it didn't take too long. I don't think it did anyway. We're back underway again for the start of the season. I think we're just, the drivers are just too quick for the quali session to handle, so I don't know, it just crashed somehow. I think that's the only logical explanation I have. But all the drivers should be coming out again now. Same driver that's first, it's normally the Haas's anyways, pretty much everywhere that go out first anyway, because they have the quickest pit garage, pit lane, pit box. So it's not letting me change camera, okay there it is. So we see a lot of familiar faces in this tier. Drivers from F3 last season, drivers from F4 last season, drivers from F2. I think we have one from F2. That just sounds terribly loud. I need to turn that down. That just sounds really loud. Where's the audio setting? Okay. This should be... No, that's too quiet. Oh my god. I need to find an audio setting and just stay with it. Okay. Go on board with Alex94 as he's the first driver again. Interesting tactic from Team Aston Martin and Team McLaren to stay in the box. Don't know what they're thinking. Okay, we are going to start the first lap of F3. It's Alex94 going down into turn 1, braking a bit early it might have been, I don't know. I'm not going to comment on the lap because mine aren't very good anyway. So he completely rides the curb of turn 2 and 3. Now into turn 4. I mean, I should stay on board actually. What am I doing? This is poor commentary form from me. I'm a bit rusty, but it's coming down into the tricky middle sector. Don't really want to be touching that inside curb, but he does. So nice. Now into turn 10, the infamous double left-hander, where it's so easy to lock the tyres. This is where you can catch people using ABS or not. And now onto the second DRS straight of the Sakir layout, Sakir Grand Prix in Bahrain. It's just one big desert is all you need to know really. Now through the right-hander, this is a very satisfying corner when you get it right. Now swinging the car in again onto the next huge back straight as he rides the curb completely there. Now coming into the tricky last corner, I think there's actually 2 corners in one, you don't really see it, but there it is here. Riding the apex, and this looks like a very tidy lap if I must say so myself, and the time is, the banker lap is a 1:28.8. that is very nice indeed. Now next up is, where's the driver, Pavel Dudek with a 29.7 and Yeast with a 28.8, only millisecond, 1,000th of a second quicker than Alex. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. Oh, and reloaded Patrick Varga goes with a 1:28.7, the man from F3 last season, a race winner in F3 last season in the wet. Now there's so many drivers, I don't know who's going to be on a lap, who's not. Now we have the Alpine. Okay, Philip Klimek goes P2. Alpine team are looking solid right now, very close with each other, and there's all sorts happening at turn 4 as Lockig is going purple. I'm not trusting the game. As we're seeing a lot of purple sectors. I need to turn down this audio again. Sorry, it's just way too loud. I think I'll keep it on 4. See how that does. That's fine. Okay. We have a Mercedes, I think the next one on a lap. Is he on a lap? No, he is not. STR noise. Is the Red Bull on a lap? No, he is not, but I think that McLaren is definitely on a lap of Camille. Camille rounding the last corner now. Coming up to the line, what's it going to be? P10. I need to put the times up, actually not. There it is. 29.0 from him. There, what is going on down here in the last sector? Now the two Germans in the two Aston Martins, what are they gonna pull up? It's Lockiglau, only P40. Oh, okay, never mind, that's not a proper lap time. And Crystal Jean Goring, the man who's expected to. He's got high expectations, and he's got high how do I say, high predictions. I'd say from his fans. Should call him. Got his provisional pole position with a 1:28.5. That was expected of him. The two mighty Germans in the Aston Martins. I think Lockig is on a lap now, the former F3 champion himself, defending his title, defending the crown of PSF3. Coming into turn 10 now, he takes that not too badly in 3rd gear. Is he actually on a lap? He should be. Yes, he is, as he did back out from the last one, or might have had a moment, as there's no breaker boards down there. That's an issue. But now coming at the end of the Sector 2 split, it is purple. It says it's purple, and it might be true, it might not. Who knows? As he's onto the long back straight of the last straight until the finish line. Down to the last corner now. Oh, just misses that curb beautifully, is what you really want to do now. Coming up across the line, opens the DRS. What's it going to be for Lockig? Paul Nadler goes P3 with a 28.8. Now it's really looking like an Aston Martin versus Alpine right originally. Interesting, very, very interesting indeed. The whole grid is actually very close. Look at the gaps down there. From P12 to P1, they're not too far off each other. Alex94 going for another lap. Seems like he just wants to get on with it in quali, as he's non-stop hot lapping. Oh, that was a beautiful turn 2 and 3 there, as he comes storming across the back straight in his Haas. He's looking very nice, looking like a very good lap time. It is purple. Now the Aston Martins won't have it as easy as they think. There's some very nice lines from the Haas down through turn 10. This is such a tricky corner, you can easily mess up or easily lose a couple tenths. Looks like he gets the acceleration on point as he rounds down, blasting through the other DRS straight. It's looking good. Oh no, it's not. Oh, he gets a bit too throttle happy, and well, he's just lost the car there. Oh, someone else did as well. One of the Red Bulls. I think he is a reserve, yeah. I think we actually have 2 reserves in the Red Bulls. Nice to see the what's happened there? Okay, nothing. Nice to see the depth of PlayStation F3. No, is Camille on the lap? I believe so. Camille coming across the line again. Or did he start it? I think he's starting a lap. I think people are just starting their second laps now. AlphaTauri across the line. Patrick Varga, 28.4. That takes provisional pole position from the Hungarian. Now we know what he's capable of. Definitely. There's someone else has jumped up there. That is... Who jumped up? Pavel Dudek. Another race winner in F4 last season. Nah, this is getting very, very spicy, very, very interesting. So now from Romeo I'm trying to get to, that is Mazzi. I should really put up the names for the drivers. We already have some quali blocking accusations. I've completely missed that, my bad. Mazzi goes P3 with a 28.6. Completely missed that. So I need to just put up the... Bear with me 2 seconds. Trying to get to that Aston Martin on a flying lap. That is Jean Goring. Okay, I've got what I needed. Now I can do this. I think Paul Nadler is on a lap. No, he is not. He's just about to start. There's a Red Bull coming down on the last straight. Is he on a lap? I need to put that thing up. Where is it? Not that. That would be helpful. God, I'm so underprepared. Mazzi is not on a lap. What about Andres? Andres is not on a lap. Now we see Rudrell Inisia come down the last corner. This man has definitely got potential. Coming across the line now. It's P5. P5 for Rudrell. Oh, I completely missed Banks coming up to P2. What am I doing? I'm having a nightmare. As Jean Goring coming across the line now. What's it going to be? It's a 1/10 improvement, but it's still P4. And Hugo, I swear these drivers are just teleporting here. I can't be missing all of that. Wait, what? I swear they're teleporting. Anyway, Locke Gluck is on the lap. He's already down in P11. Hold on a minute. Look at the gaps here. Look at the whole grid. It's from P13 is spread by 4/10 of a second. What on earth is going on? As Locke is 4/10 up. This could be interesting. He did go purple in the second sector. Will he have enough time for another lap? We do not know as of now. Now the German rounds up the last corner on the line. DRS goes open. What's it going to be? It's provisional pole position with a 1:28.1 from Paul Nadler. 2/10 clear of the field provisionally. There's a Ferrari of Edzak coming through now. He's starting his lap. The F4... The man who finished P3 in the F4 standings. This grid is looking insane right now. Okay. Jean, don't, you're not allowed to do that, but, okay. Our drivers are, well, they're clearly taking risks to dive back into the pits. Now that Haas is starting his lap. This grid is looking ridiculous right now. I mean, you've got from P17 to P1 is only 1.2 seconds. Now, if you know about the game and the racing and the league racing, that is insane. this is going to be an incredible season. As Alex is 2/10 up in sector 1, setting a purple one, but he needs to find a lot more time. Locking the tyres into turn 10. Oh, and I should say, if you want to be a part of this, as Alex has backed off, if you want to be a part of this insane grid, the link to the Discord is in the description. Come join us. Come join your Ero. We've got 5 tiers on PlayStation, 3 for PC and 1 for Origin and Xbox. F2 is coming later today at 7 o'clock, and the PC side. But right now we need to focus on this. Right now, trying so hard not to laugh at the YouTube comments, but but now we shall see everyone starting their laps. Yeah, everyone starting their laps now. The last runs of the first quali session. Trying to find out who's first on a lap. Is it Philip Klimek? No. I don't know. Zach has retired somewhere. Oh god, I need to not miss this now. There's a Mercedes coming down the last corner. Where am I going? What is going on? That's STR Noise. He has starting his lap. What is going on? I can't find who's on a lap. That might be Rudro coming across the last corner now, starting his lap. What is going on? One of the Red Bulls now coming across. Okay, I'm getting sent here by everyone. Oh, there's a huge crash on this. What was that? Okay. I think we're gonna ride on board with Jean Goring now. Oh, wait, Lockheed went P1. Wait, what? Oh yeah, he did. Now, what can his teammate do? His German compatriot locking up into that corner there, having a moment that's gonna cost a lap time, but is it still recoverable? Coming down into the technical sector 2, the one where the minimum speed matters and the grip and the exit and pretty much everything matters, as a Red Bull just gone around there. Now into turn 10, taking the curb on the entry. Don't want to take that raised curb mid corner though, as he doesn't. The man flying the German flag on his helmet. I was going to say on his head, but now, I know these drivers have been insanely quick in the practices. What can he do up to the sector 2 split? He's just marginally up, but with this grid, every millisecond counts. Look at this. But now, Crystal rounding down the last corner. Don't mess it up. Try and find some improvements. Clips the curb. Run down to the line now. Foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, opening the DRS. What's it going to be? It's a P3 with a 128.3. Now his teammate Lockig is down. Lockig was down. STR Noise jumps up into P2 during that during everyone finishing their lap times, and that might be it. That is it for qualifying. that is it for the qualifying session. Paul Nadler, the F3 champion, stamping his authority once again to show why he won that championship and how he did it with a 128.1 pole position. 1/10 behind is STR Noise in the Mercedes, followed by the other Aston Martin of Crystal, Jean Goring, with a 128.3, followed by Reloaded and Rudgewell rounding out the 4th and 5th for AlphaTauri. Then comes Banks, the really quick driver, in P6, followed by Yeast, Hugo Braun, Andreas, Mazzi in P10, Kamil, Philip Klimek. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Pavel Dudek. Wait, what? I swear. Okay, never mind. P14 is Alex94. Then comes Edzak. Then the 2 Red Bulls, and then Kubon, I'd say. I think it was Kubon down there, but what will happen? What can we see from the strategies, this esports type grid with its insanely close times? Let's see, was it anything like F4 where we had a lack of practices from some drivers, inconsistencies from others? Now the clock starts. We've got 15 seconds till we kick off the PSF3 season. Anyone can take it at this point, absolutely anyone. I've got no idea. I'm sat here trying to think who can win, who can not win. No idea. It's lights out and away we go. I think we have 2 drive-through penalties there. What's going on? We've had not a good start from the pole sitter. Lockett gets jumped by STR Noise on the softer tyres. Reloaded goes down the inside of STR Noise, grabbing the lead of the race. But is it? He's getting pushed off track. There's 2 wide behind. There's still 2 wide through turn 3. The Aston Martin and the Alfa Romeo. Yeast jumps up to P5. Yeast is going to look for a dive bomb on Locking. What's going on? There's 2 wide up ahead. Reloaded trying to defend from Noise. His AlphaTauri teammate Rudgewell's getting in on the action. They're still 2 wide through sector 2 now. Oh my god, that's so close as I'm trying to watch it from behind. STR Noise regains the lead as they're getting wobbly on the throttle there. I think we have a huge mix in strategies. Yes, we do. It's a great start from the AlphaTauri, not a good one from the Aston Martins. Okay, everything remains calm, let's say, on on lap 1. I think, yeah, we had 1 drive-through penalty at the start. Now, what can the medium runners do? I mean, all of them have overtaken the hard runners, which is not good for the hards. Obviously, with this game, they take longer to get up to operating temperature, longer to be good, as I'm seeing stuff happen. Oh, Andrea's just squeezing the Alpine. We're going to see any moves into turn 4, any dive bombs. I think we see people going side by side. There's the 2 Red Bulls. Oh, no, not anymore. I think one of them had a moment around the back of the field. Not a good start at all for Team McLaren. Not sure what happened. I know Kamil got a drive-through. I don't know what happened to Kubon. It seems like it's going to be a very good battle between Team Aston Martin and Team AlphaTauri. Even with Mercedes creeping in, as Alex has spun. Has there been a crash back here? I think one of them spun. I'm not sure if there's any contact. As we're going to see some team orders from Aston Martin. They are losing time to the medium runners quite considerably. Do we see team orders or do we see a fight? as we're gonna look at the position changes, and it's a very good one for Yeast, especially up 3 positions. Not a good one for Aston Martin at all if they just bogged down on the start. Maybe not expecting a quick lights out. But the medium's proving to be good on the start, but you do have to remember, oh, Andreas has spun, or there might have been contact, but he is in the gravel. As someone else has got an illegal overtake, I think. That does not bring out any safety car of any form. Hopefully everyone can keep it nice and tidy on track, so we don't get any safety cars. I'm sure the hard runners would not want a safety car early on, especially not in the first stint. The gap is just increasing from Lockig to Yeast, hards v mediums, but I'm definitely sure the 2 Aston Martins will be pushing like crazy on the medium stint, the second half of the race. STR Noise still regains the lead. Oh, Patrick Vargas, that's the fastest lap. He's sizing up a dive bomb with the DRS open. He's going to go down the inside. What's Noise going to do to defend? Will he look for a switchback? Yes, he does, but I don't always going to work because Reloaded has gone wide, and STR Noise is going to have the optimal line. But I think Patrick Vargas is not finished yet. He's looking for a dive, but I don't think it was on. No, this fighting is just going to hurt their times and their deltas behind. So one needs to get past, and one needs to go, and one needs to fly away. But it's not easier said than done with the DRS trains on this game. ERS question mark. I'm not showing it. How about that? As Andreas has boxed for hard tyres and a new front wing. Just fighting around the back, Pavel Dudek and one of the Red Bulls. Is it on for Zintos here as he goes wide? Just looked like he had no grip at all. Does he have front wing damage? Doesn't look like it. Are we going to see round 2? Yes, we are. Reloaded. Noises. He's weak, but he doesn't know which way to go, inside or out. He picks the inside. Will the same thing happen once again? He parks it on the apex, and he does not go wide this time. Now Patrick Varga takes the leaders. Noise has spun. He's lost it. He's lost it on the acceleration zone. That might be a dangerous rejoin. Now the 2 Mercs are going side by side. No, they're not. He's lost it completely on the traction zone of that corner, that horrendous traction zone. And now he slots back into P8. Now that moves into AlphaTauri 1-2 territory. Completely losing it on the traction zone there. Oh, is that? Oh no, the Alfa Romeo of Bankst, slightly misjudging Hugo's braking points as someone else has gone. Kubon has retired. Oh, that's a crash on circuits, and that does bring out the virtual safety car. Oh, it's a full course safety car. Now Aston Martin are going to love that. I'm sure they will. Interested to see if the I think it is just too early to do that, as no one goes in as expected, unless they have damage which they would like to repair. Hugo just sends a quick dummy, and Edzak has boxed Pretty much the only driver to box. No, Pavel Dudek has boxed, and the Red Bull of Zintos has come into the pits. Now we'll restart the race in around 1 or 2 laps time. Andreas is going to like this from the back of the grid. It's a lifeline for him. But currently Alpha Tauri 1-2. These lot have looked quick on the medium tyres. They looked quick last season as well. Patrick Varga picking up the win in Canada, I think it was, in the wet conditions. Rodrell winning in F4 last season at the French Grand Prix. Or Yeast out of last season because of a injury. He did win in F4. He came back for one race. He won in F4 at Imola. Wasn't to be seen in F4 ever again because he was too quick. But he did have an injury last season, locking the F3 champion. Although he's in P4, I don't think you should worry too much. He is on the tyre advantage to everyone else up ahead. Same with his teammate Jean Goring, the man with 7 wins in F4. Yet he did not win the championship, unfortunately, due to a poor start to the season. For poor Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, I remember. A poor... Was it in Imola? It was at Imola as well. I remember commentating that Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for Crystal. Not good whatsoever for him. Hugo Brown, a new driver, I want to say. I haven't seen him in Ero before. He's doing some interesting tyre warm-ups that mixed in with a bit of lag. Banks right behind. This man is rapid. He was really good in F3 last season. He remains in F3 but is in P7. But once again, he is on those hard tyres doing the alternate strategy. Noise, a new driver in Ero. Well, qualifying looked promising. So did the first couple laps of the race. Nice fair battling, nice good battling with Reloaded as well. Banks moves up a position. Did Hugo go off track? Was it the glitch? This game can baffle any mind, any human mind. No one knows what's happened there. Philip Klimek, a new driver to Ero, I'd say again. Same with Mazzy in P10, same with Alex in P11, same with the Red Bull reserve of Prof Chen, I want to say. Edzak, the F4, P3 and F4 last season. Pavel Dudek in F4 last season with a race win. Zintos new, new. Kamil is F2 last season, I would say. Andreas in F3, a nice solid top midfield driver. Kubon in F4 last season as well. But we go on the way once again. That is some interesting tyre warm-up from Patrick Varga. He might have forgot to do it, but that's over the top, I'd say, as he's just sliding the car about. He's literally sliding the car. Prof Chen was here for season 6 or 7. Okay, nice. As Reloaded is not going to go yet. He's going to cause absolute mayhem. He's gone. He's set the ERS and full foot flat to the floor, and Yeast has been caught. Yeast has been caught by Paul Nadler here. Is he going to dive bomb it? He's going to choose the smart route, as he's nearly forced his teammate to. He has forced his teammate to lose the position. Crystal and Banks are going side by side. Banks takes the position. Interesting. Always there's a McLaren going off track there. Oh, Yeast is literally pushing Rudwell through Sector 2. Someone's gone in the background. That is Prof Chen back. Yeast is going to dive bomb it. What a move from Yeast. And he keeps the move. That is so typical of Yeast to just pull that move off. And he's got it done legally. There's no complaints. That is such a trademark move from Macaulay Beard himself, as he absolutely sends it on Rudwell. My word. Holy hell, what a dive bomb from Yeast. This has caught Rudwell off guard. Now the hard runners are still not too close to the medium runners. They're still there, but they're not challenging or making moves. But that is easier said than done, as now Banks is all over the back of Paul Nadler. Banks moving up a position within the safety car. No idea what happened there, but he's here now. And I said this guy was quick. Now you will see what he is capable of. Down into turn 1. Is he going to send it on the champ? There's moves up ahead. That's Rudwell on... Oh, that's Rudwell on Yeast. And Yeast is going to get the switch back. Is he? No, he's not. What's happened behind? Banks has got past of the champion of last season in F3. Now, Yeast, what do you think he's going to do? Of course, he's going to send it down the inside, clipping the curb. Hopefully, there's no contact. Yeast understeers due to the camber of the corner. Understeering into Rudwell. That might be a warning from Yeast as well. Now, Banks, that allows Banks and the Aston Martins to catch up, and the drivers behind the two Mercs. Can Banks challenge Yeast or Rudwell? This is just all helping the cause of Patrick Varga, who's just allowing him to run away with it. I don't think we never usually see moves into this corner. Someone, what the hell was that? Someone went wide or something on a straight, but Crystal is are on the higher ERS than everyone else by quite some margin, it must be said. So oh, and Alfa Romeo's gone. That is Mazzi. I thought that was Banks for a second, but now the huge DRS train continues. They are this is ridiculously close. I don't even know who to watch, as the DRS is going to get enabled. I have no idea who to watch. Hugo Brown is close to the back of Crystal. Crystal's going to defend the inside line, so I don't think there's going to be a dive bomb, but two Mercs getting a bit too close, and we definitely have seen that before in real F1. Hamilton v Rosberg at this very same track. Now, oh, team orders. Team orders, that's nice sportsmanship. That's very good sportsmanship from Hugo Brown to let Noise past, who is on the medium tyres, so it does make a bit of sense. Now Rudwell is 2 seconds, no, sorry, Reloaded is 2 seconds up the road from his teammate. Sorry, I shouldn't be using that camera too much, but I can't trust the broadcast cameras of this game. It is not the best, not the greatest. But Noise is getting very close to the back of Crystal now. But no moves into the end of that DRS straight. Pretty pointless DRS straight, if you ask me. Not many moves that can be done. Oh, someone's gone off track. That's Yeast. Macaulay Beard going off track. Possibly a warning, maybe not. But now the DRS train will come once again. Noise is very close to Jean Goring's Aston Martin, and Noise is going to go for a move. Crystal's going to push him all the way to the right hand side, desperately trying to defend the move, but Crystal just has to stay behind. Nothing he can do. And he's just saving the ERS. I think that's his driving style. We definitely saw that from F4 last season. He likes to save all that battery and then use it when it's really needed, even though it was over there, but he decides to let Noise by, not pull up too much of a fight. Look at the wing of that Mercedes, nearly pushing Lockig through the corner, but the exit of that corner just doesn't allow anyone to get a better one than the driver in front. May sound weird, but I don't know, it's weird me saying it, thinking about it now, but I just don't see any overtakes through that second DRS straight. But you definitely do see overtakes into turn 1, and we're approaching that proximity as Reloaded is 2.6 seconds ahead, just extending the gap, extending and extending. Sorry about that, I'm back now. Did Noise get past Lockig? Oh my god, okay, the Mercedes is on a charge here, as he might be approaching his in-lap battery, but to be fair, so the drivers ahead, as now there's a 3-second gap. But Noise is on a charge from spinning from the lead. He's going to get the DRS open, he's using all of his battery on Banks, but so is Banks. Oh, there's a move up ahead nearly. Yeast pressuring Rudgewell. Now he's going to get the better exit. He's in 5th gear though, that's not ideal, but still gets the better exit. Then Rudgewell is flashing, but so is Yeast. Now they're going to go side by side through turn 4. Down the inside goes Yeast. They're so close to each other, making sure not to make crucial contact, but oh, Yeast just slamming the door where needed. Now the Alpine is into P2, splitting the 1-2 of the AlphaTauris, as everyone's getting a move on now. Oh, I saw a there that might be an end plate off the Alfa Romeo, as Banks has overtaken, which that probably shouldn't have happened. Should have stayed back, because that was a hit to pass, and he's letting him through, or at least trying to let him through. Not sure if there will be front wing damage. I don't think there is, but there still might be. As Banks may be out of the 1 second margin as Yeast boxes. He probably could have utilized the no DRS as the leader pits. There's AlphaTauri double stack. That's not good for Rudgewell at all. That's going to lose him a ton of time. That's they didn't lose too much in fairness, but he did still lose quite a bit. Now Banks takes the lead of the race, followed by Noise, who will probably pit this lap or the next, taking the mediums 14 laps. Two Aston Martins lurking in the background. Banks holds the provisional lead of the race. Two Aston Martins have been right next to each other pretty much the whole race, and in this order that we're seeing now. It'll be interesting to see if the order changes later on in the race. on the medium stints, which they should be pitting around lap 18, lap 19 on the hard compound tyres. Now, speaking of pitting, Noise should be into the box now. Yes, he does. Hopefully he does not speed. That will give him a penalty that is non-removable. So he doesn't speed. That is very nice. And we may see a Aston Martin swap as I was talking about it. We do see that. Crystal locking up into the corner. Driver swap, as they have probably realised that Crystal is not in the DRS of Banks up ahead. Smart moves from Aston Martin. As everyone's so close to each other, we nearly got a 3 wide moment here. The Red Bulls and... well, the Red Bull of Zintos, Edzak and Camille up ahead. I'm going to see a move down here. That is Yeast on Noise. Now this is the battle of the cold tyres, and Yeast gets it. Or he was defending it. He should have been... I don't know, was Yeast ahead? Didn't really pay attention to that, my bad. As Reloaded is it's nearly 4.5 seconds up the road. Someone nearly spun there? I think that might have been Reloaded. No, I was just seeing things, okay. No, I don't think anything will happen up here. Maybe Crystal has got into the DRS of Banks. They really need to get a move on and not fight too hard, and they just need to get the move done. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I said it before, but they need to get the move done and fly away as Crystal sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We're going to see Jean Goring take it round the outside into turn 1 for the lead of the race. Going around the outside, Banks holds his line. Crystal's going to have the inside line, but he's not going to have the acceleration. Opens up the DRS. Now he's going to go around the outside of turn 4. Is he going to make the move stick? Oh, they're still side by side, and Crystal nearly spins, but keeps the move. Crystal getting the back end, stepping out on his Aston Martin, but gets the move done for the lead of the race. Now, what can Paul Nadler do? He needs that position to now make it an Aston Martin 1-2. Oh, he's been hit from behind. Hugo Brown has hit him from behind. That's put Lockheed Glauc all the way down to P8. Oh no. Okay. We have one lone Aston Martin all the way up here as Lockheed has lost a lot of time and positions. That's not good at all. No, Crystal escaping from Banks. There's Banks' time, but the DRS will just help Banks just regain all that lost time. Lockheed speeds into the pits, which is I mean, the race has just gone from bad to worse for him. Some of it not his fault, some of it his fault, because he just sped into the pits. But Edzak getting overtaken by Zintos. You could just tell Edzak was taking it very cautiously there, not wanting a collision on the first race of the season. Pretty smart driving from him. We're going to see Reloaded catch up to some traffic as he goes round the left hand side of Andreas. Patrick Varga making the move done before the corner even happens. Ooh, never mind, he goes extremely wide, braking way later than he should have. Now Andreas is going to not give that position up. He's got every right not to give it up, and that will happen. That will happen when you go side by side through there. In hindsight, he probably should have backed out, but gonna look forward to the stewards' reports after. Think we might see a few. Oh, I've just caught someone binning it. Prof Chen has nearly slapped it in a wall, but he's kept it out of the wall. Don't think we're going to see another safety car at this rate. Driver's just trying to keep the head down as Crystal goes into the box. Crystal pits, followed by Hugo Brown and followed by Camille. Lovely pit stop from the Mercedes crew and the Aston Martin one. Crystal maybe a bit late on the acceleration there, but where will Crystal come out? Reloaded is already way up the field. As Crystal's going to come out right next to Yeast, and they're still going to go side by side. Now that's not a good, not a bad strategy from the Aston Martin team at all, as he's right there, right up Macaulay Beard's gearbox on the exit. Now he needs to warm up those tyres, but they're not going to take as long as the hard tyres did for Yeast. So noise gets past Yeast. Got past Yeast once again as Zintos has spun. So with Edzak, oh, there's a collision. That is a collision that promotes the Haas up to P2 and 3 now. Pavel Dudek can take the Haas at the ends maybe, as he did pit under the safety car, I think. But all eyes on Banks. He's using a lot of ERS. That should mean that he is on his in lap, and he will be pitting. There's still yellow flags on the second DRS straight. Someone's crashed again. That's Andreas and Camille now. As Banks has come into the pits. Oh, nearly over the limit, nearly. But where is that? That's going to put Reloaded ahead, definitely. But where's it going to put the pack of Noise, Yeast, and Crystal, and Rudgewell, who's had a moment somewhere, as he was P2, P3, but now now he's not, as he's been jumped by Crystal. As we see loads of drivers coming to the box now. Banks is going to get ahead of Crystal, but Banks is going to have the cold tyres to deal with, as the tyres are set to 70 degrees after a pit stop. Oh, Banks did get the DRS. Banks got the DRS, which probably would have helped. That would have helped him loads. As Rudgewell's gone. Rudgewell has spun. Rudgewell has spun. No, that's gone from bad to worse. As Crystal with a dive bomb on Banks. Who saw that coming? But Banks is not going to give it up. Banks is going to go through turn 10 side by side. No, he's not. He's going to wait for the DRS. Banks is going to wait. He's going to get the better launch, hopefully, on Crystal. He's going to open the DRS. Crystal won't have that. It's just... Ooh, okay. There's not going to be any moves, as I've constantly said. This race, there's not going to be any moves into that corner. But that was a very unexpected move from Crystal, as he was far back, but the cold tyres of Banks just did not help him at all, and they're not cold anymore, I can tell you that for a fact. But he's not... Crystal doesn't have the DRS on Yeast anymore. Now Banks is using everything. He's going to go down the inside of Jean. Now Jean's going to make... He's going to look for a switchback. That's beautiful if he can get it done, but Banks just getting supreme traction out of that corner. And there's a Red Bull round once more in Sector 3. Interesting to note here that Pavel Dudek is the provisional race leader, and he doesn't need to box again. So this could be really interesting. Can Patrick Varga gain 5.5 seconds in 9 laps? Pavel Dudek will have loads more tyre wear, but still not a very easy task. We could see Pavel Dudek from literally out of nowhere, maybe in a podium position. Interesting stuff indeed. I think we're gonna see fireworks all around the track on the last couple laps, as there's loads of positions to be made, as Banks sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:31.0. It's a very good race lap time actually. Yeast pushing to get Noise. He's got the DRS. Noise did spin earlier in this race, and he is still up into P3, so this is a very promising debut from him so far. Always Banks is really close to Macaulay Beard's car now. Yeast, Alpine. Yeast doesn't get the best exit out of there now. Banks is looking to overtake, as they do have way better tyres. I've just noticed that somehow. But Banks is pulling Crystal along with him. Alex and Hugo Brown side by side making moves. I think the Haas got the move done. Don't think he was defending the position. I think he was making the overtake. Now Hugo is weaving to follow in the slipstream of the Haas in second gear through there. Because you can just see the train of cars up ahead. The whole Banks just slightly tapping the Alpine of Yeast, and look at that for a DRS train if you've ever seen one. Jesus. Patrick Varga is catching up to Paweł Dudek now, but not enough so far. Now all the drivers are close. Do you think we're going to see a 3 wide? I'm going to say no, because that will be a pain to steward. But Banks is going to make the long awaited move on Yeast. Yeast does have the DRS open. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to look for a switchback. I've completely messed up the camera angles there. Yeast is going to fight with all he has. He's going to fight with the cards he's been dealt with, but they're not very good. As you can see, the tyres are not they're not following what he wants to do, because the hard tyres, I do not like them at all. And he might like them, he might not, but I don't at all. So always going to allow, oh my god, Jean Gory with an absolute Yeast-esque dive bomb on the man himself. And is he going to make the move down? Yes, he's not having it. He's going to go side by side through turn 10. That's going to push Jean Goring on the curbing. That curb is literally like a railroad, and Paul Nadler in the back has spun. But Yeast has pushed Crystal off onto that curb, and as I was saying, that is literally like a pair of train tracks. Once you get on it, you are not getting off until the end. Someone else has spun. Oh, that's Paul Nadler again, or maybe letting cars through, rejoining safely, as he should be in this train realistically, but he did get hit by oh god, I forgot who hit him. Might have been back, no, I don't know who hit him. Someone did, or he might have, I think someone hit him. My memory is not that good. Apologies. But now we're seeing Banks catch up to STR Noise with the DRS open. And the ERS going on full blast. Now he's going to go down the inside and on the Mercedes in turn 4. They're still side by side. This is perilously close now through the S's, or that one little S section here, and Banks backs out. He thinks better of it. Lockig speeds in the pits once again. Probably going for fastest lap. But we may see a move for the lead very, very soon, as Pavel Dudek on older tyres than Patrick Varga, and Patrick Varga is catching up rapidly here. Still the big train of cars carries on. I think qualifying was living up to the expectation of the race as well now. I mean, it still is mad to think that that qualifying was absolutely insane. All the drivers so close to each other, and Paul Nadler has spun coming out the pits, probably missing a braking point. Now we're going to see Banks in that Ferrari engine just charge on down on the Mercedes. He's going to go take it round the outside through turn 1 now. Noise is going to keep the line, going to defend, but he's going to go, oh, what was that? Was that glitch or something? Okay, I don't know. Now Banks just gets the move done. Noise not putting up too much of a fight, and well, that's pretty much it. Banks gets up into P3. Noise can't do anything with those tyres. Crystal may be back for round 2 on Yeast. He thought about sending it, but then he realised the consequences if that happened. I did see Edzak and Mazzy swap positions. I think Edzak gets the move done on Mazzy into turn 4. Didn't quite catch it, but I'm hoping it was a good move anyway. But now Noise is on the rear of Banks. It's Alfa Romeo. Now I did say there will be fireworks all over the track on the last couple laps. I mean, there will be fireworks for the winner in the sky, but I mean it metaphorically on the track. But Patrick Varga is now nearly in the DRS of Pavel Dudek. Is just he's running out of time. He needs he needed 26 laps in the race, not 29. But Noise is going to now resend it down the inside of Patrick Varga. No, not Patrick Varga, of Banks. Down the inside he goes now. Banks is going to keep the inside line on the curve. There's going to be a move behind as well, as Crystal thought about the move on Yeast. We might see it now, but Yeast is just deploying. He's not actually. He's just got the better straight line speed. Now they are all so close to each other. One penalty from Banks, then it means a podium for all the way up to P8. They're all within that 3-second gap, but I don't think that will happen, so I don't even know why barely anyone has time penalties, which you'd love to see. Quite hard to get them in Bahrain regardless. But now Alex94 has jumped into this train as they've just been holding each other up, and we see Patrick Varga all the way up now near Pavel Dudek. Reloaded will try and regain the lead that he obtained on the first lap. Oh, someone nearly had a moment there. Paul Nadler sets a 1:30.8 on the soft tyres. That's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Now we're going to see any moves from these lot. No, we won't, but we might see one from Patrick Varga as he's gaining. This is a move for the lead of the race. Down the inside, he sent a dummy on Pavel Dudek. Now he goes down the inside. Pavel should not fight this too much, as I don't think he does, but he's still round the inside. They're taking it so cautiously because they both don't want to make a mistake. No one gets the DRS there. That's interesting. Or one of them might have, but opted not to pick it. Or click the button, but they're still going side by side through back here. STR, Noise and Banks. There's moved behind Crystal and Yeast as well. I don't know who to watch. Oh, there's nearly contact there. Now we can switch back onto these two. Now they're going to go side by side through the S section. Alex94 is all the way back there as well. He's going to catch up. He might be joining this fight very, very soon as we see yellow flags. That is a Red Bull once more. Now this train has just got even bigger. Oh my god, okay. I think I did see Crystal and Yeast swap positions, but Yeast gets the position back once again. Now Yeast does not have the DRS, but Jean Goring does, as he might send it through here. He will not. He wants to keep the DRS for the main straight, as this fighting between these two has made them lose time to Banks and Noise up ahead. Lockig sets another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Yeast has a moment through the penultimate corner, or penultimate actual corner, as now Crystal's going to send it down the inside. It might be a fake move to get the DRS, but the DRS detection point was all the way back there. Crystal gets the move done. Oh no, that he doesn't. It's going to be drag race down into turn 1, but Crystal's got he's using the ERS and he has the DRS. What can Yeast do? Can Yeast send it as he likes to do his trademark dive bomb? No, he will not. Oh, he nearly loses the car trying to catch up to Crystal's Aston Martin. He's going to send it through turn 4. Crystal's going to defend the inside line, but that's not enough. Going to force Yeast to back off as, oh my god, oh Crystal, he's got the switchback, but he cuts across. He had the switchback. He had a huge moment through that corner, through turn 4. So easy to get the traction wrong, as I lost it there as well yesterday, but that's not the topic of the conversation. But Crystal now so close to his race being over completely. Now Yeast taking the line on the left to break the slipstream. Although the slipstream not very oh god, what was that in my throat? Hold on. Anyway, the slipstream I was saying is not very strong on this game in particular. I'm back from clearing my throat. I doubt that worked, but hopefully it did. But now we're going to start the last lap of the Grand Prix. I'm losing my voice, Jesus. What's going to happen now? Are we going to see a dive bomb from Crystal? I think we will. He's going to send it down the inside of Yeast into turn 1. What? Hold on a minute. Something's happened there. Oh, there's contact. Try and keep it clean, lads. And now Alex94 is trying to get into the fight as well. He did have a little moment now. Crystal's going to go all the way down into turn 4 ahead of Yeast. He's going to defend the inside line, but that's not going to stop Yeast as he goes down the inside. There's contact. Yeast goes round nearly as he catches the car. That allows Alex94 to go. That was a bit of a titanic move from Yeast as he saw the position slipping away. And he so nearly made that work. But what's going to happen up here as well? Noise is defending from Banks. But I don't think we're going to see any moves here. Don't think we're going to see any moves as Banks is still close to STR. Noise now. Don't think it's going to be enough as Edzak and Mazzy are fighting as well. But we're around the last corner. The season opener is won by Patrick Varga in the AlphaTauri. A commanding victory from start to finish. He did gain, and now Pavel Dudek with an absolute stunner of a race. And what happened? Something happened. Anyway, Noise rounding up the podium. Banks in P4, Crystal in P5, Alex in P6, Yeast in P7, Hugo Brown in P8, Hugo Brown in P8, Kamil in P9, followed by Philip Klimek in P10, Rudrell, who fell off on the pace considerably. I don't think he liked the hard tyres as much. Toss the reserve in the Red Bull, followed by Mazzy and Edzak, or Mazzy and Andreas. Edzak crashed. I missed that. Okay, now the Red Bull reserve, Prof Chen in P15, followed by Lockig in P17. That was an absolute, I think my drive of the day will go to Pavel Dudek. I mean, if that race was completely under the radar, took advantage of everyone fighting. He did exactly what I was saying the driver should have done, overtake and get on with it, and well, he did just that, and he did pit under the safety car as well, which probably gave him the 24 laps on the hards, and he still got P2 is an achievement in itself, a very big one. P2 on the F3 season 9 debut and driver of the day. I mean, the game will give it to him, and I do agree. But Patrick Varga wins the first race of the season in the AlphaTauri. I'm waiting for the finishing screen to come up when the game loads. Not a good day at the office for Aston Martin. Yeah, I mean, well, Pavel Dudek, yeah, he started P13, that's ridiculous. Now reloaded from P4 in qualifying, wins the race. Pavel Dudek from P13 up all the way to P2, that's a very good performance. Noise in P3, followed by Banks in P4. Crystal in P5 from P3 in quali, just didn't go his way today. Alex from P14 to P6, that's nice. Yeast maintaining position, but that could have been so much more if he kept his composure. Hugo Brown in P8, Camille in P9, followed by Philip Klimek in P10. Roger Rollins Intos 11 and 12, followed by Andreas in P14, Profshan in P15. Lock that spin, or no, he got crashed out, or I think someone hit him, I can't remember too well, but from that pole position he's going to be gutted with that. But he does get 2 points, despite not even finishing in the points. I think that's the point for pole position, point for fastest lap. Edzak in P17, Kubon DNFing early in P18. Wow, what a race to commentate on, what a season opener in Bahrain. Amazing. Jesus. Okay. What a race. Amazing stuff. PSF2 is live in around half an hour, so you must you must watch that race. F2 will probably be just as good as F3, not better, because F3 is the go-to tier, of course. Now tomorrow the PC F1 tier will kick off at 4 PM UK time. It still should be the same times as last season, and now on to the big one tomorrow. PSF1 will kick off 6 PM UK time. Make sure to be there, because oh boy, will that be a big race as well. I don't think I'm gonna do interviews. They're not gonna. I don't think they've asked me that to do interviews, but thanks for the commentary. No problem, man. I enjoyed it. But do make sure to like, subscribe, join the league if you like that race. If you want to talk to the drivers, if you want to race side by side with them, if you want to battle them cleanly, of course, because I mean, Ero, the true home of league racing. I think I'm going to sign out from here. I've been your host, Enis Safari, for the F3 tier, and I think that's it. I'll speak to you next week in Suzuka. Bye bye.